On average, it takes a woman 7 attempts to finally leave an abusive relationship. But not because she's weak or because she loves the pain, but because to her nervous system, chaos feels safer than actually silence. Hi, I'm Camila Hess, systemic therapist and founder of the Rebel Moms community. Every day I help women escape their emotional prisons by teaching them how to balance motherhood, their feminine power, and the relationships. And if that sounds like something you need, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you don't miss more of this content on emotional intelligence. So let me start by saying something a little bit radical. No woman chooses to stay in an abusive relationship. She chooses familiarity over fear. She chooses what her nervous system already knows, even if it's harmful, because the alternative feels like death. When you grew up in an environment where love was conditional, where connection was inconsistent, or where silence meant danger, your body learns a pattern. It learns that love feels like anxiety, that attention comes after pleasing, that safety is something that you earn, not something that you are given. So when you enter a relationship as a mother, you are already depleted, already invisible, and that partner uses emotional neglect, criticism, and control as tools that it doesn't feel foreign. It feels normal. And here's the twist though. You might even find comfort in the chaos, not because it feels good, but because it was your body recognized, oh, this is home. The human nervous system doesn't seek happiness, it seeks familiarity. That's why trauma bonds fear so strong. That's why you say, but his was not always like that. That's just how relationships are. I stayed for the kids. I stayed because I didn't know I would be without him. And let's pause on that last one because it's the root. You stayed because you lost yourself. Motherhood already stripped a woman's identity, now adds a partner who uses guilt, gaslighting, and inconsistency as weapons. Your world gets smaller, your light dims, and you wake up one day unable to tell the difference between loyalty and self abandonment, and yet you still try to fix it. You read books, you lower your needs, you walk on eggshells, you become the perfect partner, hoping that love can be earned if you just try hard enough. But love that must be earned isn't love, it's control. So, why do mothers stay? Because they were never shown what love's rooted in safety feels like. Because society rewards endurance, not boundaries. Because women are taught that self sacrifice is noble, even if it means emotional death. Because letting go feels heavier than the pain of staying. But here's what I want you to hear: staying is not a strength. It's not a strength. Living is not a weakness. Choosing yourself, it's not selfish. It is the most radical thing a woman can do, especially a mother. And to say it out loud, my children will not learn love through suffering. I deserve presence, not punishment. I will no longer call emotional survival a relationship. This is not just about leaving a partner, it's about leaving an old identity, leaving the belief that you must suffer to be chosen, leaving the version of love that demanded your silence. You don't need permission to break the cycle. You just need someone to remind you that you were never the problem. Does that make sense? If you're already following me, congratulations, you're growing your emotional intelligence every single day. And if you're not, well, you might never see me again. So follow now and make your emotional maturity a lifestyle. And comment below, emotional intelligence is my rebellion, and send this to an emotionally exhausted woman who needs this truth today.